Imagine 3 planets orbiting the same star. Each orbit of these planets is exactly the same distance from the Sun. They are separated only by their angle of orbit. Here, they have enjoyed billions of years of stability, during which life has prospered on each. One day, a comet appears in the solar system, disturbing the delicate balance of the planets and setting them on a catastrophic collision course from which there could be no escape. Exor, Ua, and Xynaz are doomed, along with all life upon them. The people of Exor know something has changed. They are great navigators, and trade across the oceans of their world relies upon sightings of the sun, the moon, and the stars. It's not long before their ships are getting lost at sea, and captains won't sail at all, and people begin to murmur of the sky falling on their heads. They flock to the great temples and monuments of the astronomers, their teachers, their leaders, the builders of the great stone works. The astronomers taught the people of Exor the skills of stargazing and navigation, and how to travel the eternal road of infinite study. The astronomers, who claim that they themselves came from the stars, they will know what to do. On Ua, some people knew exactly what had happened. The nations of Ua each had great industries and enterprises devoted to engineering and technology. Their world was driven by growth, change, innovation, exploitation, and greed. Their scientists tracked the comet and reported to their governments. The government of Ua was supposed to represent the people. They were supposed to be honest and open and to serve their people. But on Ua, everyone knew that rich people owned the government. In fact, rich people owned the planet, and whatever was to be done, no one doubted it would be done for their benefit. The people of Xynaz were a subterranean hive mind. What one knew, they all knew. The appearance of the comet only hastened their plans to conquer the other worlds in their orbit. They were the only life form left living on their planet, having consumed all other life to propagate their own species. The people of Xynaz believed they were God's chosen life, and no matter what happened to any other planet, they would survive, and they would rule over any and all other life. As the day of the planet collision drew nearer, the rich and powerful of Ua put their best minds to work on a plan to survive. The presidents of all nations, the kings and queens, the powerful and the wealthy, were assembled for the presentation. "We are doomed," said the scientist. "The people of Ua are doomed, and we cannot save the planet. Instead, we propose to only save a few of our best by launching a fleet of space arks into the sky. There they will witness our planet's end, and with luck find some haven in our solar system upon which to land and carry on our species and our enterprise." On Xynaz, the lizard people were of one mind. They massed in their great halls and growled and roared their thoughts. "We will destroy them. We will destroy them. They will die. We will live. It shall be so. All must die save us. We are the chosen life. Death to others. The Xynaz had built a vast fleet of saucer craft, armed with disruptor weapons, and would soon swoop down on the other planets, disintegrating them, disrupting the balance, and throwing Xynaz into a safe orbit. On Exor, they worshipped the moon goddess, and did not fear death. Life, they believed, was eternal, and part of the infinite interconnectedness of all things. There could be no beginning and no end. However, they enjoyed life and were not about to sit around waiting for a planet to land on their head. Instead, they gathered round the great stones of the astronomers. Here the priests sang and drummed and blew great horns until all round the planet sparks of light leapt into the sky. The planet began to glow, the sky swirled with great arcs of energy, thunder roared, and the moon goddess rode across the sky. A deadly fleet of Xynaz saucers poured into the night and on towards Ua, intent on their deadly mission, whilst simultaneously on Ua, the hopes of all the doomed people in the planet launched with the space arcs, watched by those not special or rich enough to be on board. The arcs sailed into space and out of sight. No sooner had the arcs left Ua than the saucer craft of Xynaz appeared. Their deadly energy beams ripped into the planet, tearing and disintegrating the crust, ripping apart the entire sphere. The passengers of the Ua arcs wailed and gnashed in horror at the destruction of their home world. They turned on the planet of Xynaz, carpet bombing the dusty world with nuclear weapons till it was a glowing, radioactive, lifeless dust bowl. The orbits of the three planets were now completely different. Ua was no longer even a planet, and it now formed a continuous asteroid belt of cosmic debris that circled the sun. The carpet bombing and loss of Ua's attractive force had shifted Xynaz's orbit inward, and it drifted through space, empty of life. The surviving arcs of Ua now turned to look for Exor and could not believe their eyes. The astronomers had increased the electromagnetic power of the planet using resonant frequencies driven by their great stones. Exor had been drawn out of orbit, closer to the sun, safe. Crash landing on Exor, the people of Ua crawled and staggered out of their ships to set foot upon what was for them a new world. Here they found a sight of utter devastation. The shifting orbit had shaken the planet to its core. Earthquakes, tsunamis, and great upheavals had devastated the world of the astronomers. The survivors of both planets looked out on the ruins of the former civilization. The temples submerged, the stones cracked, the astronomers gone. Here the people of Exor and Ua would now have to live and work together to rebuild their lives, without the help of the astronomers, and without the threat of the Xynaz. Or so they imagined.